On a warm summer evening in Shreveport, Louisiana, the gathering crowd inside a church hall buzzed with anticipation. Normally used for Sunday services and community dinners, the modest venue was hosting an unusual event. Former U.S. President Donald Trump was meeting with locals from small towns, answering their questions. Yet the evening's spotlight would unexpectedly shift from Trump to an 8-year-old girl, whose simple yet profound question would leave everyone speechless. As always, Trump's arrival was announced with grandeur. When the black SUVs pulled up in front of the church, people inside craned their necks to catch a glimpse. Journalists readied their cameras, and locals grabbed their phones to capture the moment. Amidst this excitement, 8-year-old Lily sat quietly with her family in the second row. Clutching a worn Bible tightly to her chest, she seemed untouched by the commotion around her. Lily's desire to attend the event had surprised her family. "Are you sure you want to go to Donald Trump's meeting?" her mother had asked. Lily nodded firmly, her eyes reflecting a determination far beyond her years. Before heading to the church, she had a brief conversation with her mother. "Mom," Lily asked, "if I have a question, and it's really important, is it okay to ask it?" Her mother smiled gently and placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "If it comes from your heart, of course it is." Now surrounded by a sea of voices and flashing lights, Lily waited quietly. When Trump finally took the stage, the room erupted into applause. He began speaking with his trademark charisma, discussing his political achievements, the challenges facing the country, and his contributions to its progress. But tonight, there was an unusual softness in his tone, as though he sought to connect on a deeper level. When the speech concluded, it was time for the Q&A session. The audience eagerly began peppering Trump with questions, some about economic policies, others about past elections. Then amidst the sea of raised hands, a small one went up. It was Lily's. The sight of the young girl's hand caught everyone's attention. Despite her age, she exuded a quiet confidence that silenced the room. Trump paused, his eyes locking onto Lily's. "Yes, young lady," he said with a warm smile. "I'd love to hear your question." Lily stood up, still clutching her Bible. Her voice trembled slightly but carried a clarity that commanded respect. "Mr. Trump," she asked, "what does God mean to you?" A profound hush fell over the room. The simplicity and depth of her question stunned everyone. Even Trump, known for his quick responses and unwavering composure, was momentarily at a loss for words. He gazed at Lily, his expression a mix of surprise and admiration. Walking closer to her, he took the microphone and drew a deep breath. "That's a big question," he said. "And I'll be honest with you, it's not one I've always had the answer to." Trump began to share memories from his childhood. Days spent in church, watching sunlight filter through stained glass windows, and wondering if God truly heard his prayers. "When I was young," he admitted, "I used to question whether God was really listening. Sometimes I'd pray and only be met with silence, and it would upset me." He went on to recount pivotal moments in his life, including the loss of his older brother, Fred. As he spoke about Fred's life and passing, his voice wavered, revealing a rare vulnerability. "God to me is a guide," he said, "a force that shows me my mistakes, helps me strive to be better, and keeps me moving forward." Lily's face lit up with a gentle smile. Her eyes glistened with tears, not from sadness, but from a deep sense of understanding. "My grandma used to say the same thing," Lily said softly. "God always listens, even if we can't hear him." Trump smiled back at her. "Lily," he said, "the courage you've shown in asking this question has taught everyone here something important, including me." The crowd sat in contemplative silence for a moment before erupting into applause. People were moved not only by Lily's bravery, but also by Trump's candid response. What had started as a political event had transformed into a shared moment of reflection on faith, loss, and hope. That night, Lily's question did more than silence a former president. It stirred the hearts of everyone in the room. Perhaps this young girl had reminded them of a simple yet profound truth. Faith, no matter how small, can carry the weight of the biggest questions.